and secrets hidden behind Hitler. He was the craziest art exam dropout of all time. As a young man, Hitler dropped out of art school and lived on the streets, selling paintings and postcards to make a living. He dreamed of becoming a painter and applied twice to the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Unfortunately, he failed the entrance exams because his paintings were bland, more like architects' sketches. Failure to enter the Academy of Fine Arts was a turning point in Hitler's life and a tragedy for the world. If he had been admitted, the world would have had one less demon. It's hard to imagine a warmonger like Hitler enjoying cartoons. His favorite was Snow White. He played it at night in his own private theater and watched it with great enjoyment. He was also a fan of Disney's Mickey Mouse. During the day, he's all about war. At night, he put on his Mickey Mouse hat and invited the other generals to watch it with him late into the night. You'd never guess that the originator of tobacco control was Hitler. He was the first leader in the world to advocate for a ban on smoking. Although he was a heavy smoker when he was young, smoking 40 cigarettes a day. But then his health got so bad that he started to quit. He introduced various anti-smoking policies. What Hitler didn't realize is that soldiers rely on cigarettes more than ordinary people. In the battlefield, a cigarette is a better way to relieve stress than sleep. If one cigarette didn't do the trick, then two. The anti-smoking campaign failed due to resistance from the soldiers. Can you believe that the king of the jerk is also a dog lover? This pet dog named Blondie was Hitler's favorite dog. He often took Burundi with him and let him sleep in his bunker bedroom. This is not sweet enough. In order to provide better living conditions for animals, the Nazi regime strictly limited the hunting of animals. Not only would it punish hunters, but it also issued a guide to proper animal transportation practices. Hitler loved desserts before he was finished. Desserts are a short-term source of happiness and pleasure. Up to 2 pounds of chocolate in one meal. By the end of the war, trapped in an underground bunker, the last thing Hitler did before committing suicide was to eat a piece of cake to ease the tension. Hitler was born with one egg. It sounds funny, but it's true. Hitler was arrested in the beer hall putsch. A medical examination revealed that he had only one left nut. What is not certain is whether the missing egg was shattered or whether he was born without one. What is certain is that Hitler's mania was somewhat related to the missing egg. Hitler, who didn't smoke or drink, didn't eat meat. As a vegetarian, he was very picky about his food and ate lightly. But it's possible that this was an illusion to encourage the German people not to eat meat, because of the scarcity of supplies during World War II. Hitler suffered from a disease when he was a child. He suffered from stomach cramps and flatulence. As an adult, his digestion worsened. And with his daily diet of potatoes and vegetables, he had to excrete a lot of gas every day. It was called farting. He was always afraid that people would find out about it. So he tried 29 different medications in private. But in the end, it was all in vain. The only one who could match the ruthlessness of the mustached Hitler was the mustached Stalin. Hitler's ruthlessness beyond the Aryans was only for extremists. Stalin was ruthless with everyone. He was ruthless in a sophisticated way. If a subordinate didn't do what he was told, Stalin would just kill him. Hitler just fired the fools. It was outrageous. With so many German troops deployed in France, the biggest threat to the Wehrmacht was not the fighting on the front lines, but the blondes that filled the streets. In order to stop the troops from getting STDs, Hitler himself ordered the creation of inflatable dolls to be used in the fires of the male soldiers. Each one was as lifelike as the real thing. German soldiers welcomed them with open arms. They reduced the risk of STDs and increased their combat effectiveness. This special weapon had an irreplaceable value in war.